This lighting is amazing, honestly.
Thank you.
Yes, looks really nice. My heart is pounding.
Why?
I'm really nervous to make this video. Like, no joke.
Chelsea.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea Valentine, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to talk about something very personal, something very serious. So the main purpose of this video is to raise awareness, to educate others, and kind of use my YouTube channel as a platform, especially for young adults, parents, teenagers. If you're watching this, then please keep watching. I don't know why this isn't, talked about as more than it needs to be. I apologize for any noises in the background. I'm just gonna be completely raw and straight to you guys, so if you're busy, if you're cooking, or if you're driving, don't worry, there's not gonna be a lot of action in this video. You just need to listen. Okay, so before I begin telling my story, I do want to warn you guys, if any people that I mention in the story, it's not their fault. We're not here to hate on anyone that is involved in the story, nor to blame, so I just want to quickly put that out there before I begin telling my story. Okay, so it all started when I was 19 years old. I was very immature by the time. I was very naive, and yet still I was very innocent. By that time, I only slept with one girl. I think some of you may know, but not all of you, I'm bisexual. I've never slept with a guy, and so I received a text via Snapchat, and I was like, wait, I know this guy from the beginnings of elementary school, which I've known this guy for quite some time. And the weird thing is that we never spoke to each other, we never became friends or anything, so it was a little bit weird, but I was like, okay, things change after high school, so maybe we can be friends. I remember that he was telling me that I was very cute, and by the time I also find him really attractive. So I remember that this one weekend my parents went away on a trip, and I had the house all to myself, and I was watching Netflix, and I invited him over. We were watching Netflix, and we wanted to get into action, but I asked him first, like, you're not sick or anything, are you? Like, you don't have any STDs or any weird stuff going down there? And he was like, no. I was like, okay. I believed him. This was the first guy that I've ever slept with. Also, this person also did not knew that he had chlamydia. Again, this thing is the silent threat. It doesn't show any symptoms, so you can feel completely fine and still have this. A year passed, we were still having contact with each other. I stopped, talking to this dude, and you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. He was like, okay, fine. And we just stopped talking, no biggie. I didn't took it personal. I didn't fall in love with him or anything. It was just, okay, this is my first time with a guy. I'll just take it as an experience. I'll just take it as a good time, and period. By September, I was sleeping with another guy. I'm not going to mention any names, like I said. He really wanted to do this, and I was like, okay, I also want to do this, but we need to wait because I want to get tested. And he was like, okay, yeah, we should do that. But the thing was that he didn't tell me that he was leaving from the island. He was going to leave and travel, find a job and all that stuff. I think it was from the beginning of the month that my parents left again. I had the house all to myself again. You know, he came over, he stayed. We already started having sex. You know, we were in the moment. We just went for it. And he went with me to the gynecologist. I don't know if I'm saying it right, for the first time. That day when I went to the gynecologist, I got tested and they told me that I needed to wait like 2 or 3 days to get my results back. I remember by the time that I was, you know, sleeping with him and all that, and I felt some really weird pain. And I told him, I feel weird. Like, he was like, are you sure? Are you okay? I don't know, I just feel weird. Deep down inside of me, I felt like I knew that I had something, but I wasn't sure. The 3 days has passed, he left to the States, and I got my test results back. I sent my test results through text messages. I was like, hey, you need to check this out. So he saw, and then he called me, and he told me, oh, you're fine. You just have the clap. I was like, the clap? Yeah, you have chlamydia. I was like, what? Everything came out negative. I was completely fine from all that part, but the only thing that came out positive was chlamydia. I remember when he told me that I had chlamydia, and I saw it on my test results that it was positive, my heart crushed the ground. I felt so disgusted. I felt so ashamed. I felt embarrassed, and I was telling him, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I gave this to you. I feel terrible. I feel awful. I was in shock because, you know, I've heard, you know, stories of this before, but I've never thought, well, that's never gonna happen to me. No, I'm never gonna get that. But it did. And it could happen to anyone. As soon as I talked to my partner about this, I remember saying, I'm going to get my antibiotics today. I am not going to wait any longer. I was gonna go by myself to the doctors. As I still haven't had my official driver's license, but I could still drive and still go over there, my mom took me, and I was really scared. I was really nervous. Like, Mom, we need to go. She was like, okay, fine, I'll take you, but she didn't know that this was going on with me. I was too scared to tell her. She still doesn't know this. Although I think she knows, but she didn't told me anything. I'm not sure. She was like, okay, you're in pain. And she took me and she was asking me, but what do you have? Oh my God, what do I say to her? I don't know what to say to her. I was like, Mom, I just got an infection, and I'm having a lot of pain, and so I just need some antibiotics. And she was like, okay. And then I remember when we got there, she opened the envelope from my, you know, the lab results, and oh my God, my heart shrunk. No, she's gonna see, she's gonna find out that I have chlamydia. I don't want her to find out. I don't want anyone to know this. I felt so ashamed. She saw that everything was negative, and she was like, okay, so you're fine. You just need some pills to get rid of the infection, and then you should be good. She didn't saw it. Hopefully not. Mom, if you're watching this, you're finding out now that I had chlamydia, and everyone else in the family, so I don't want to disappoint anyone that I had this. So I got the antibiotics the same day and I took them. I'm not going to mention any names. You should go to your doctor if you have something going on. I remember the effects of these antibiotics. It was so potent. It was so powerful that it was giving me some really, really bad stomach cramps, abdominal pain. It was horrible. It was a nightmare, but the doctor told me you should get rid of this in a week or two. And then I think a month has passed, and then I got my test results because I even got tested for cancer and all of that. And thank goodness everything came back negative. Thank God that chlamydia has a cure. It wasn't something worse, you know. Thank God that it wasn't something permanent. It was just an infection. I don't wish this upon anyone. If you're going through something like this, I just wanted to say that you're not alone. I would never thought that I would go through something like this in my life. If you're a parent, if you're watching this, and your child is in your teens, please talk to them about this, because they'll eventually know what is sex, what is a condom, not to get a girl pregnant. We all know that, but not everyone knows about the STDs and the STIs. Okay, Chelsea, but you know, kids had sex ed in middle school and high school. Yes, but not enough education about it. This wasn't talked about much as it should. I just want to put it out there that this needs to be talked about more often. What I've learned from this was, if you're gonna have a new partner, please get tested. The most important thing about this is to show evidence. That the partner shows you evidence, that you show evidence that both of you are sexually healthy. A condom doesn't always work. Always wear a condom, obviously. I still had chlamydia. He was always wearing a condom, like I saw and everything. I wish my mom was a little bit more open-minded about this, you know, more educated about this. I kind of knew about STDs. The only main thing that I knew was, you know, herpes or VIH. But I did not know the other STIs that's on the list and so on. I just did not know that, and now that I'm older and wiser, I'm here to spread the word. I'm also kind of glad that I went through this suffering, because this taught me to be and to have more empathy and to be more, you know, compassionate with others about such sensitive topic. I thought I would never have this, and I ended up having it. But hey, there's a happy ending to the story, is that I got antibiotics and it killed the bacteria, and now I'm cured and I'm completely healthy. That's my story when I had chlamydia. Let me know in the comments if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. I hope you all enjoyed this video and learned something from it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.